everybody, I'm about to show you the most beautiful game of last year. I love this game because it's very short, just 28 moves, and it's full of lots of sacrifices and cool things. Let's go straight into it. With the white pieces, we have Wesley So playing the move E4, and with the black pieces, we have Grandmaster Melkumyan playing the move C6. So here you can see white usually is going with the move D4 at move 2, going with the 2 pawns strong in the center. Instead here, white is playing the move knight c3, and after d5, bringing the other knight. This is a bit of a sideline, but it's perfectly playable. The main idea now for black, and generally in the Caracan, is to bring out this bishop before playing the move e6. And this is also the main difference between the Caracan, that is with e4 c6, and the French with e4 e6, because usually in these situations after d4 d5, this bishop is usually having a bad time, is blocked, and black needs really to invest so much energy in order to bring that bishop to life. Instead here, Melkumyan is playing the move bishop g4, bringing the bishop out immediately. After h3, the bishop is exchanged for the knight, and now the queen is taking back. In this position, we have basically a very safe pawn structure. Black is playing the move e6, and now all black pieces are very active, are very good pieces, but as compensation, white is getting the bishop here. Your bishop e2 is played, bishop c5, normal development, knight d7. White now is taking in the center. Black has the option to take with both pawns, the c or the e pawn, and black is taking with the c pawn. Both are possible. This leaves the pawn structure a bit different. You can see here white has 4 pawns and 3 pawns. Instead, black has 5 pawns and 2 pawns. So just a slight difference. Now, I love the move rook d1, preparing the move d4. Knight out, d4, the bishop needs to go back, and bishop d3. I love to see after castle bishop f4, all the pieces are out. And now for grandmasters, there is step number 2. Once all your pieces are developed, you need to get the most out of them. I like what Grandmaster Noel Studer from Next Level Chess.blog, you can check it out, an amazing blog about chess improvement. He says about pieces, you need to make them smile. And this is exactly what the two grandmasters are trying to make now. So this knight here would prefer to be there. That's why knight b8 is played. Now white is playing knight e2. This knight would prefer to go on g3, where it has the potential to attack this king. Knight c6. Now also another purpose of knight e2 is to be able to play the move c3, so the pawns are protecting naturally. And I want to point out generally how the game is going to develop. You can see with the pawn structure, you can draw an arrow. Look at this and this one. And the pawn structure is showing the direction of the attack. Black would like to expand on the queen side with move like b5, a5, b4. Instead, white would really love to go towards the king side with move like knight g3, rook e1, h4, h5, h6, let's go. So this is a bit the direction of this game. White goes on the king side, black goes on the queen side. The move played here is rook e8, rook e1. The players are still improving their pieces. And now the move played is g6. This move makes sense. The idea is to bring this bishop on fianchetto and also to block this bishop over there. It makes sense. White now is playing knight g3, and the idea could be to go on with h4, h5, and keep going with the attack. Knight d7 is played, and I can imagine a follow-up like bishop f8, bishop g7, and maybe even the move e5. Rook e3 is played, and now guys, we are in a very important moment. You have to watch this. The move played by Melkumyan is e5. This move is very strong. It seems like this pawn is hanging. You might say, wait, what? I mean, cannot white just take? There are 2 knights protecting, but if a knight is taking, black is simply losing a piece. And you see the bar, brrr, white is a piece up, and this is no good. So in this position, the idea is that after pawn takes, there is the strong intermezzo bishop c5. Now the bishop is attacking the rook, and look at this rook. There is another piece that is attacking the pawn. That's why after the rook moves somewhere, now black can finally take with the knight. The queen is under attack, and actually in this position material is equal, but white is in serious trouble. After queen goes back, there's a very strong move that uses the power of this bishop on c5, and the move is queen h4. Basically, those two pieces are both hanging because this pawn on f2 is not protecting the knight, as the bishop is pinning it. So after the bishop goes somewhere, well, this is not good news for white. That's why this cannot be played, and here Wesley So had to find a different move. And Wesley went with the move bishop h6. And now again, this looks like, oh my god, look at the bar. It's +1 for black. So it seems like there is an advantage. And I remember I was commentating this game live, and Melkumyan played immediately the move e4. And this move looks amazing. This is a fork, right? The queen and the bishop are under attack, but Wesley had this prepared. It was a trap. Because here, there is the move. The amazing move. The brilliancy. Boom. Rook takes e4. I love this move. And the idea is that after pawn takes, it's not just a rook sacrifice. This is a rook sacrifice followed by, boom, a queen sacrifice. The king cannot go here because would be checkmate. If the king is taking, check with the bishop, and the king needs to advance. Bing, another check. The king needs to advance one more time. g4, forcing king takes, and now this is checkmate. I love this. I remember the emotions and the excitement while seeing this game live, and that's why I really love this game. Here, after rook takes, this is all forced. After pawn takes, this is checkmate in 6. That's why Melkumyan actually played here the move knight f8. The idea is to go with the knight towards the king. Usually, grandmaster say that with the knight on f8, you never get checkmated. But here, first of all, black is a pawn down. There is an extra pawn here. And the pieces, white pieces, are really so active. Rook f4 is an amazing move. It's just simply attacking this pawn, right? But the question is how to protect it. There is no way. No, none of the black pieces can protect this, and the only move is f5. I love this game because it's never stopping to surprise. The surprises are never stopping. And now the move is, boom, knight take f5, a piece sacrifice. After pawn takes, white is simply taking back. White sacrificed the piece. As compensation, there are 3 pawns, so it's not so bad. Plus, a huge attack against this king. Here, already the threat of queen g4, queen g7 would be really strong. That's why black is playing the move queen d6, attacking this bishop, and preparing after queen g4 the move knight g6. And this is exactly what happened in this game. And in this position, you might want to pause the video and try to find the amazing moves that Wesley So played. If not, you can just look it with me. The move is rook take e5. I love this move. Another sacrifice. So in this game, a rook, a queen, and another rook got sacrificed. The queen cannot take here because there is bishop take g6. And now the king is pretty much in trouble. If the pawn is taking, this is checkmate in 2 moves, and well, there is not much to do. There are threats everywhere, no discovery check everywhere. If the king is hiding, well, white is taking the rook, threatening checkmate, and here, even if black has the possibility to go protect, nothing is like still desperate for black, because after the queens are exchanged, 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns, well, that's a bit too much for a grandmaster, and so this position is just dead lost. That's why in this position the move played by black is queen to f6. Black needs to keep try to avoid not taking the rook, of course. is a sneaky idea of queen to h4. I love this idea, no? You are attacking the queen and attacking the bishop. And so basically it's forcing the queen's trade. That's why Wesley So is playing the simple g3. I mean, you want to do this, I'm just covering that square. And here there are not many moves for black to play. I mean, black is trying to exchange pieces, because if you exchange pieces, the attack is less strong. Bishop f8, white plays the move rook f5, attacking the queen is moved, now a check, the king needs to move, this is all forced, and now the simple move, bishop to g5. And in this position, things are really tough for black. Let's try, let's have a look. If the queen moves to d7, let's see, this queen is unprotected, so you might say, oh my god, discovery check. And then you say, oh no, the knight is protecting the queen. But don't worry, here there is the amazing check, forcing queen g7, and this is checkmate. So queen d7 here is definitely not an option. Let's try one more time. Queen c7. The problem is that keeping the queen on the 7th rank always is faced by the move rook to f7. And this move is super strong. Where is the queen going? Queen here. Now, if I'm not wrong, this is checkmate, right? King needs to take, check, the king moves here, and bing bang bang, checkmate. I love it. So, in this position, what can Melkumyan do? What can he do? Queen d6, it seems like, okay, let's try to put the queen somewhere, and not on the 7th rank. But here the problem is that there is still rook f6. And the queen needs to move one more time. And the problem here is that after the queen moves somewhere, I place the queen on d8, on b8, but you can try to place it in any other square. There is, BAM! Another sacrifice. And after this, the checkmate is incoming one more time. That's why, guys, in this position, Melkumyan just resigned, as there was no way to avoid a checkmate. I really love this game. I think it's like beautiful, short, and full of sacrifices. Let me know in the comments if you also liked it and if you want to see more of these chess masterpieces. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and see you next time.